Scene script. Have you ever pondered the question, what is time? It seems simple, but when you dig deeper, it's quite profound. Imagine trying to define time. It's like trying to catch the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. You can't hold it, but it holds you. It's everywhere, yet it's nowhere. It's in every tick of the clock, every sunrise and sunset, every heartbeat, and every breath we take. Yet it remains one of the most abstract and elusive concepts we grapple with. At its most fundamental level, time is a non-spatial continuum in which events occur in apparently irreversible succession. It's the ongoing sequence of events taking place, the past, the present, and the future. It's a measure, a tool we use to organize our lives, to know when to sleep, when to wake up, when to start work, and when to stop. But time isn't just a practical tool. It's a concept that has deeply philosophical and scientific implications. From a philosophical perspective, time raises questions about existence, change, and reality. Is time real, or is it just an illusion? Is it an actual entity, or is it simply a concept we've created? From a scientific perspective, time is much more than a simple linear progression. It's a dimension, just like length, width, and height. It's an integral part of the fabric of the universe, intertwined with space in a four-dimensional space-time continuum. This perspective, made famous by Albert Einstein's theory of relativity, has revolutionized our understanding of the universe and our place in it. Time is a fundamental part of our daily lives. It dictates our routines, schedules, and deadlines. It's the currency we spend but can never earn back. It's the stage on which the drama of life unfolds. But despite its omnipresence, it remains an enigma, a mystery that continues to captivate thinkers, scientists, and philosophers around the world. Time is a complex concept. Its understanding requires a deep dive into the realms of philosophy, science, and perception. Time is ever flowing, but how have we learned to measure it? This question leads us back to the dawn of civilization, when our ancestors used simple methods to track time. They observed the sun's movement across the sky, giving birth to the sundial, one of the earliest and most intuitive timekeeping devices. As civilizations advanced, so did their timekeeping methods. The ancient Egyptians, for instance, introduced a more structured system, dividing the day into two sets of 12 hours, which eventually led to the 24-hour day we use now. The introduction of mechanical clocks during the Middle Ages was a significant leap forward in time measurement. These devices allowed for a more precise division of the day, which was crucial in organizing society and coordinating activities. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we find ourselves in the era of atomic clocks. These marvels of technology use the vibrations of atoms to measure time with an accuracy that would boggle the minds of our ancestors. This precision allows us to coordinate global activities and underpins our most advanced technologies, from GPS navigation to high-speed internet. But what about the units of time themselves? Well, they are largely based on our planet's natural rhythms. The second, minute, and hour are all human-made divisions of time, but the day is based on one full rotation of the Earth, and the year corresponds to one complete orbit around the sun. But time isn't just about the ticking of a clock. It's also intimately tied to the world around us. The changing of the seasons, the waxing and waning of the moon. These natural cycles have influenced our perception of time since the earliest days of mankind. Even the weather plays a role. Ever noticed how time seems to drag on a rainy day? Our understanding and measurement of time have evolved dramatically, yet it remains intrinsically tied to the world around us. Whether we're marking the passage of seconds with an atomic clock or tracking the seasons, time in all its complexity continues to fascinate and confound us. But how do we perceive time, and what does it really mean to us? This profound question has fascinated philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for centuries. When it comes to our perception of time, it's a deeply personal and subjective experience. Some moments seem to fly by, while others drag on seemingly forever. Our perception of time can be influenced by a myriad of factors such as age, culture, or even our emotional state. Now let's delve into the philosophy of time. Philosophers have ruminated on the nature of time, wrestling with concepts of the past, present, and future. Some argue that only the present is real, the past is gone and cannot be changed, and the future is yet to come and is uncertain. Others suggest that all times are equally real and exist simultaneously. These are not just idle musings. The way we perceive time, the way we distinguish between past, present, and future, shapes our worldview and our understanding of reality. The psychology of time also plays a critical role in our lives. Research has shown that our perception of time can affect our behavior and decision-making. For instance, if we perceive time as limited, we're more likely to prioritize tasks that yield immediate results. On the other hand, if we perceive time as abundant, we might be more inclined to engage in activities with long-term benefits. Another fascinating aspect is the concept of linear and circular time. In a linear perspective, time is viewed as a straight line, moving from the past, through the present, and into the future. It's a one-way journey. However, the circular perspective sees time as a cycle, a wheel that turns, bringing seasons and years in repetitive patterns. Both concepts have their roots in different cultural and philosophical traditions, and have profound implications for how we understand and interact with the world around us. Our perception and philosophy of time shape how we live our lives and view the world. Whether we view time as a straight line or a cycle, whether we focus on the past, the present, or the future, our understanding of time is fundamental to our human experience. Time isn't just a human concept, it's woven into the fabric of our universe and cultures. At the heart of this fabric lies Einstein's theory of relativity, which revolutionized our understanding of time. This groundbreaking theory proposed that time and space are interconnected, forming a four-dimensional fabric known as space-time. It's a mind-bending concept that suggests time isn't a universal constant, but something that can be stretched and shrunk by the forces of gravity and speed. But the perception of time isn't solely a scientific matter. It's also deeply ingrained in our cultures. Different cultures around the world have unique ways of perceiving time. Some societies view time linearly, like a straight line leading from the past through the present and into the future. Others perceive time as cyclical, a never-ending cycle of birth, growth, decay, and rebirth. These cultural perspectives shape not only how we measure time but also how we live our lives, plan our futures, and remember our pasts. Time also plays a pivotal role in the realm of science fiction, particularly in the concept of time travel. From H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to the Back to the Future series, the idea of moving through time has captivated our imaginations. These stories challenge our understanding of time, offering thrilling narratives that test the boundaries of scientific theory and human experience. They invite us to ponder what it would be like to revisit the past, leap into the future, or exist outside the flow of time altogether. In each of these contexts, we're reminded of time's multifaceted nature. It's a fundamental component of our physical universe, a cultural construct that shapes our societies, and a captivating theme that sparks our imagination. Despite its universality, time's perception and interpretation can vary dramatically. From the theories of Einstein to the storytelling of science fiction, from the rhythms of ancient cultures to the pace of modern life, time proves to be as diverse and complex as the universe it inhabits. Time is a universal concept, but its perception and interpretation can vary dramatically. As we look to the future, how might our understanding of time continue to evolve? Let's take a moment to explore this intriguing question. With the rapid advancement of technology, our perception and usage of time are bound to change. In the realm of quantum physics, for instance, researchers are already postulating that time might not be as linear as we perceive it to be. Imagine a future where we could manipulate time intervals to our advantage, or where time could be visualized as a spatial dimension. In the context of our daily lives, time management strategies are evolving as well. The rise of digital tools and AI assistants are reshaping how we schedule our activities and prioritize our tasks. It's conceivable that in the not-too-distant future, our relationship with time will become even more personalized and efficient, freeing us from the constraints of rigid schedules. Theories about the origin of time in the universe are also bound to evolve. As we venture further into the cosmos and uncover more of its mysteries, we might discover new perspectives on time. Perhaps we'll find that time, as we understand it, is just one facet of a more complex cosmic reality. Could there be other dimensions of time that we have yet to comprehend? Theorists and philosophers will continue to probe the concept of time, pushing the boundaries of our understanding. We might even see a convergence of physics, philosophy, and psychology in the quest to unravel the enigma that is time. The future of time is indeed a fascinating topic. As our knowledge expands and our perspectives shift, we may find that time is even more intricate and multifaceted than we ever imagined. It's a thrilling prospect, don't you think? Time, as we understand it, continues to evolve. It remains a fascinating concept, one that will continue to intrigue and perplex us well into the future. So, let's keep exploring, questioning, and marveling at the wonder that is time.